Hey guys, Sovereign Jane Jenkins here, author of P Policy, which is about setting boundaries and maintaining self respect, a self help book to elevate the consciousness of women in society. So, let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about soul ties and how to cut the connection of a soul tie. So, essentially, we're breaking soul ties. Okay? Follow me. Step one, acknowledge that the soul tie exists. Listen, if I could break a soul tie, anybody can. And I say that because I had a very strong soul tie wrapped around my neck with my very first boyfriend. And it was so potent to the fact that he was an entire state and a half away. And I still found myself going back and forth over 12 months time, not being able to break the soul tie. And I had the father wound, I had the fear of abandonment, I had the attachment issues, I had it all. And that was the perfect storm to be forever tied to this person, even though that they were not the best person for me. They just knew that I was the perfect person to fulfill that void that they needed at the time, and also draw energy from and siphon energy in order to pursue other women. So I acknowledged that the soul tie existed, right? And once I realized that it existed, I had to start the process of breaking it down and trying to destroy it piece by piece. And the only way to really do that is time. And after he desecrated the relationship, he often told me to calm down and just heal. But you know what? I'm trying to heal, but you're still reaching out to me, trying to keep that soul tie alive, essentially breadcrumbing me, trying to make sure I don't move on. So, you know what you have to do? Number two, cut off all contact, okay? Do not keep people in your life who are essentially trying to keep you tied to them, because they're siphoning your energy and you wondering why you're waking up every day in and out, tired, confused, and depressed. Your energy is slowly going away from you, and you're going mentally insane because this person keeps manipulating you. And soon as you start the process of healing, they send you a text message, or they make sure their friend reaches out to you, or they look at your story to make sure that they are able to stay in your head. Cut it off. I recommend blocking. I block everywhere. Don't call me no more. Don't text me no more. I'm through with you. Okay? Like the song says. So, step three, say what was left unsaid. I don't care if you're writing a whole text message. I don't care if you're writing a dissertation. I don't care if you're writing a whole book. Do something. Get everything out. Whatever was left unsaid, get it out. Talk to a therapist. Get a coach. Go to a psychologist if you have familial, mental, and psych issues and you know you're not going to handle the situation correctly. Do something to get it out and into the atmosphere so you can let it go and let it wash down with the streams of the river of life, okay? So I chose to do a photo shoot and I wrote the book, okay? So to the right, you see the glasses, that represents clarity. You see the book, that represents knowledge. You see the handcuffs, that represents the keys to unlock the handcuffs to the soul tie that was dragging me down, and dismissing my righteous mind by design and by purpose. To the left, you see the handcuffs that was keeping me tethered to a lifeless situation. You see the duster that had me in the state of doing work and household chores for somebody that has not even honored me as their fiance or as their wife, nor did they deserve the opportunity to do so. So there you go. And lastly, you see the ring. The ring is very small, but it's there. The ring represents being tethered to the wrong person, okay? And if you know that and you're still in that situation, you're furthering, deepening the soul tie that you truly do not want. Okay? Step four, reframe the narrative. Change what you're telling yourself. Instead of telling yourself you lost the love of your life, tell yourself the truth. You lost a distraction of your life. You lost someone who was siphoning off so much of your energy, you forgot who you were at your baseline. And a friend had to step in and to remind you, remember who you are. Remember who you were before this person. You're acting beside yourself. This is not you. You need to take control and start brainwashing yourself into believing what the truth is. And the truth is, you don't need that other person. And you might be better without them. And you might find yourself on the right side of your life just by letting them go. By starting with reframing the entire thought process of being with them. Step 5, do the ritual of release. Now, for some people, that's going to be publishing the book, or it's going to be taking that text message, printing it out, and just to put it down on paper, put it in an envelope, and never send it. Bury it. Set it on fire. Light a candle. Watch it burn. Or it might just be you're throwing away souvenirs from that relationship. I literally had a watch. I tossed it in the reservoir and released it. And I never went back to go look for it, go find it. It's swimming with the fishes. It's gone. It's released. And I didn't find myself going back to even that spot at the reservoir because I had left it behind. And to be honest, I don't remember where I was standing specifically. So let it go. Throw all those shirts, all the papers, throw it out. I tore up the pictures. I had baby pictures. I had useless stuff. I even gave back necklaces. And some people say that's stupid, but I didn't want it. I didn't want to go through the headache of pawning it. I didn't want nothing from this person. And when you get to that place where you don't want nothing to do with this person, that's when you're ready to truly break the tie. Step 6. You got to heal the wound that created the tie in the first place. If you had daddy issues, go address daddy issues, not necessarily with daddy, but maybe with mommy, and she can provide clarity on why daddy is the way he is and how he is a manipulative narcissist. Blank. You can put it any words you want there, but he is not a good person. So sometimes that daddy wound is by design to keep you coming back and relying on daddy to fix the problem. But instead of going back to daddy, you simply find a man that's a representation of daddy, and you try to fix that wound with him, even though you're just making yourself more dependent on that man by allowing him to be in your life and staying in your life. But you're just perpetuating the wound and keeping it around longer and not healing it, especially if they choose to hurt you worse than your daddy did. All right. Step 7, call back your energy. Everything you were pouring into that relationship, get it back. Collect it in your hand, okay? Put it here and place it in your soul. Put it back in your center. Put it back in your foundation. All that energy you were putting out into the atmosphere or into that other person, call it back so you can get your soul back. And that's a part of the problem. You spend so much time pouring into somebody else that you have nothing else for yourself. And that's why you feel hopeless, useless, and empty and drained. Get your energy back. Start today. Start doing stuff for you. Start going on that trip. Start planning the trips. Start doing self-care. Start erasing that person from the very fabric of your life. And chuck the deuces, because all the energy is centered back to us. And finally, step 8, okay? You need to keep that freedom, okay? Stay committed to the freedom. Stay having the key to the handcuffs, Father God in heaven. Keep the key on you. Even if you get in another relationship, if you find that that relationship is unfulfilling and not serving you and draining you, cut the cord off before it's even reinforced to your soul. Before it becomes a soul tie, cut the string. Okay, before it becomes an umbilical cord, cut the tethering, okay? You do not need it. You're not going to bleed out. It is not connected to an artery. You can dismiss it. And only if you choose to, if you so choose to. So the choice is yours. Sovereign Jane Jenkins. The book is on Amazon Kindle, and you can download free chapters on boundariesandetachment.com. And also, you can get coaching sessions and consultations, okay? And I'm also going to be doing healing immersion experiences soon, so stay tuned. As always, love always. Sovereign Jane Jenkins. Peace.